Hello, I'm glad to see you again. This is Julia's Knitting. I am Julia. Welcome. I'm very happy. I am keeping my promise so far and I'm getting this done third time in a row. I almost slipped, but then I pulled myself together and decided to record the video. So I hope we are going to have a nice chat. I have a new sock started. I have a cross stitch started for Halloween. I have new yarn. I have almost finished my sweater, as you can see. There is one sleeve left. I have almost finished and lined up already the sack that I started last time. I accidentally crocheted a wine bottle cozy, and okay, what else? What am I missing? Oh, and also the book of the week. So let's get started. The first thing is the sweater. It's almost done. I bought another ball of yarn yesterday because I'm feeling like I don't have enough to finish this sleeve. This is what all that's left. And also I'm thinking about making this one longer. I'm not sure yet, and I can't imagine how and if it's at all possible to unravel this yarn, but maybe I'll try it, maybe not, I don't know. We'll see. Otherwise it's all done. I still have loose ends to weave in, but everything is done. It's huge. We'll see. Oh my god, the bird the bird just flew and scared me. I don't know, we'll see what it looks like after washing it and blocking, but so far I'm feeling that it's too big, like not oversized big, but too big. I definitely won't remake it because this yarn is almost impossible to remake. Maybe it's possible for one sleeve, for a part of the sleeve, but for the whole sweater I refuse to do it. I decided that probably it will look nice with some leggings or like very slim fitted trousers, jeans, and maybe I will consider it a dress, and then it will be okay. I am not worried about wearing it. I'm very comfortable in it. I'm very comfortable in big things. I'm very comfortable in, it's like a blanket, just in another shape, and it's very nice. I am a little worried about how it looks, because it looks like it's not my size. It's not oversized, but it's not my size at all. We'll see. I'll wash it and we'll see. I'll probably, push it right to the center when I dry it, when I block it. So far, I'm feeling like the yarn won't hold this, There are some kind of stable yarns that pull themselves together. I feel like that is not the one. But, the water, the temperature, they make their thing, so maybe it will change. We'll see. The worst thing that can happen is it's going to be my kind of homeware sweater, or a sweater for for forest walks or something like that. And that's not bad at all. That's not bad. We'll have to wait another 2 weeks to see how it turns out after washing, after blocking. Next is my sack. Remember, I had just a little bit done. Then I decided, no, what am I talking about? It's knitted up from, oh my god, I forgot English, top down. And it was like this probably last time. I finished it, and when I was already almost done, I decided, what if I try to make it, to make a little kind of bottom to it, to make it, to give it some width. And I tried. I used the technique. Usually when they sew some bags, they cut out 2 squares from the downside. And this is what I made. I just knit this shape. And it worked. Not ideally, because it's kind of, there are not exactly the same amount of stitches, like from all the sides, but it's still, it's just, you know, maybe 1 stitch less 1 stitch more, but otherwise it's working. I wanted to try embroidery on this. I thought it was a nice project to try embroidery. I started and I understood how lazy I was to do anything with it. So I tried kind of a couple of stitches, and then I thought, okay, I just don't want to do that. I will make just 1 flower, just to make it funnier, and that's it. So I made it. The lining, I already did the lining. Can you imagine? The lining is my former skirt. Actually, it was a dress first. Actually, it was a dress, and it was the color of, it was white and pinkish red. Then I dyed it in a black or dark gray dye coloring, and it became like this. So you can see the pattern still, but it's kind of darkened. Then I made a skirt out of dress, and now it's it became a lining for my sack. The dress had okay, what is it? What is it? A belt? No, it's not a belt. Help me. English is escaping me today. Waistband? Maybe. So I want to make the strings that will go here for the sack to close. I just didn't have time to pull out my washing machine, my sewing machine, but I want to replace this thread. Somehow, you see, the thread isn't dyed. The fabric was dyed, and the thread stayed white. I don't know. Maybe it's synthetic and the fabric is viscose. I don't know. So I'm going to make 2 strings out of this. I am not sure. I didn't think about lining getting along with the flower. So I'm not sure. Maybe it's better, it looks better without the flower. Maybe. Maybe I'll even remove the flower if it doesn't look good. Well, yes, this is the... I still don't know what to call it. The sack, the bag, the bag. I think I told you that I'm going to use it as a project bag. So let's call it a bag. The makeup bag. I made the height I want. So I'm ready to kind of construct it. But before I do, I need the lining. Because first, I told you I watched a video on YouTube. First you thread the lining here. Then with the lining you make these folds. And crochet another row to make it, to secure it. And this way the lining is already done, the fold is already done, and then you can secure the bag, the fabric, to the frame. And I like what it looks like right now. I'm making a little bigger fold than it's going to be in real life, actually. But just because I can't do it, it's not easy. But you see, it's kind of what I feel like. I like the size. I feel like I like the fabric, even the, you know, this texture. The yarn. I used the yarn that I had. It was left from something else, and yet I love it. Now I understand that if I bought it, I would be happy with it. So I hope the makeup bag will be ready next time. Actually, they call it a clutch on the internet, and they use it as a clutch. But I don't know why. For me, I want this to be a makeup bag. I don't know why. That's all that I kind of wanted to share with you. But I have some new things. I left the sock I showed you last time alone. I don't want to finish it, and I still don't know what to do with it, so it's waiting. But I started a new one. My husband has a pair of socks that I made him for last Halloween, and they were like orange, black, something greenish. You know, actually they were the colors left from my spooky season scarf. So they were the same colors, and there were some cute ghosts on the cuff, and he wears them all the time. He has a lot of socks that I made, but he wears this particular pair all the time. And I begged him to give them to me to wash them, because they need it already badly. And so they are still waiting for their turn. But I asked him, if you like them so much, maybe you like Halloween themed socks. Well, tell me about your approach. For example, I wear Halloween stuff in October. Maybe I start in late September. Maybe I finish in November. But October is the time for Halloween knits and everything. And I drink from Halloween cup in October. I start wearing and using Christmas stuff in December and finish in January. And I don't like seeing Christmas stuff in September, in July. It's too much. I love Christmas. I love Halloween. But I love Halloween in October and I love Christmas in December. But my husband wore these socks all the year round. And I asked him, maybe you want another pair at least, so that they look a little bit presentable, because they are just, they are worn out already, because he wears them all the time. Well, he skipped like the summer months, but then he started again. So he said yes, and we bought some yarn. Actually, I chose something. He always says, "Oh, Julia, could you choose?" And I'll just do whatever you choose. And I chose something and showed him, and this is what we landed on. I feel like it's, I can see Halloween here. I like this. It's not neon, but it's bright. It's close to neon green, and this black and white, and this purple, or I don't know, violet, pinkish. It's a lot of things. It looks like Halloween for me. And I decided to make stripes. And I always like to do different cuffs. For example, same toes but different heels, or different cuffs with same toes and heels. You know, when they are not exactly the same and not completely different. When they are definitely relatives, when they are close relatives, but not twins. Right now I'm thinking making toes and heels with this purple color, because it's darker, and because my husband wears socks at home, and I don't clean floors every day. To be honest, I don't even clean them every week, so they will get dirty, and I think it's more logical when this darker color gets dirty, and not white and not green. So I want to make heels and toes purple, cuffs different, one purple, one green, and the stripes, I think I'll place the black and white stripes at the same places, and these I'm gonna mix and match, probably. Now I'm thinking that. Maybe I'll change my mind. So this will be a sock, and I have to finish it until the 30th of October, or at least by the 31st, by Halloween. I also want, I hope he's not watching, usually he doesn't, so I also want to make him a cross stitch. Well, I want to frame it. I still don't know if it's going to be a round frame or a round, what is this called? This thing, but smaller, or maybe a rectangle frame. This is a pattern, or what is it called? Scheme, by the Witcher Stitcher. She's on Instagram. She has a website, and I think on Etsy. And she has gorgeous patterns. I'm saying it like I'm a knitter and crocheter. We have patterns, so I'm calling it a pattern. Maybe it's not. I'm sorry if I'm mistaken. This is from the film Trick or Treat. It's kind of one of the first films we watched when we started dating, and we like it, and it's special for our relationship, and he just loves it. So I decided, and we can't watch it anymore because we saw it too many times. But the picture will be nice, the cross stitch will be nice, so I decided to make it. I didn't find all the colors, but I bought the closest ones. The main colors are here. They are the ones you see. But there are also details. There are also orange lollipops here. Remember the one that he bit, and it was crescent-shaped weapon afterwards. Don't want to spoil the film for the ones who didn't see it. So, trick or treat. Oh, and there will be a saying, trick or treat. Trick or treat. It's going slowly, but mostly because I don't often work on it, which I'm now realizing I should, because time. Okay, this is cross stitch. What else? Accidentally, no, that was not only an accident. I needed a present. My friend invited me to his birthday and a housewarming party at the same time. So I made 2 pairs of I made 2 pairs of slippers for him and for his wife. I used a thick yarn. I used 3 strands of yarn. I made it very fast, but before that, I was thinking about, or maybe after that, I was thinking about giving them a bottle of wine, which I did, but I was thinking about making a cozy for the bottle of wine. But later I realized that I didn't have enough time for both the slippers and the cozy. So I started the cozy, but then I it had to wait. I focused on making the slippers, and they were done by the day, thank God. But later I finished the cozy, and now I have it. I liked it. I understood that it was not fancy enough to give to someone, but for me, for having it at home, it's nice. I don't know, it makes me happy. It just stands here on my table and I'm just looking at it. And I don't think now I'm going to present it to anyone. I think it's going to stay with me. It's nice, and it's kind of autumnal, these yellows and these dark greens, and at the same time this pink and this bow, it's kind of a mix of something romantic and something spooky and October. It's nice. I love it. And I like the thing that it's very easy. It's just half double crochets. But when you make 1 less crochet here and 1 more crochet here all the time, it makes this spiral. And it's very simple. It's almost the same, but it gives kind of a fancy vibe, right? It's kind of different. I realized I haven't made a hat for a while, and I realized I just wanted to do something. And when it's something, that means it's for me, probably, because it's something I just am not in a hurry. I make whatever I want. And recently I made a test, and it's 1000% sure because I took it on TikTok, and TikTok never lies. And it was a color test. Which colors suit me? And I kind of know it. So I saw these colors and I understood, okay, yes, those are the colors I would think suit me. And yet, to know and to use the information are two completely different things. But this time I decided, I saved this picture, you know, when there are samples of colors around my face. And I decided to use it. And I opened this picture right in the shop. I chose the color that suits me, one of the colors that suits me, and the color that I loved, like seeing the yarn, and the option that looked great together, because I chose this mohair first, and then I needed to find the complement yarn. Now I'm seeing that in the camera this one looks very warm, and this one is more in a blue family. In real life it's not. It's very different. I'm just looking here and there. They're different. Not radically, but they're different. I hope they work together. I wonder how these sections will look when they are mixed with mohair. It's going to be interesting. I've never tried it, and I can't remember if I saw anyone doing this. But yes, these are the colors for my hat, and I cannot wait to start it. I came back yesterday and I wanted to start right away. Then I said, Julia, focus. First things first. You haven't done the video for Wednesday yet. You haven't finished the sweater. You have like so much going on. Wait a little bit. And I'm waiting. It kind of motivates me to do everything else faster, to start this faster. Okay, this is all the knitting I have. I am still making a lot of apple pies nowadays, still consuming a lot of cinnamon, and do some reading. This week's book is Starship Titanic. The authors are Douglas Adams, who wrote Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, and Terry Jones from Monty Python. So I still don't know how much who did what, who wrote what, who did more work, or maybe it was the same amount. But it gives me the same vibes as Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. It's very... the setting is the same, the spaceship, the space, the creatures that are there, very similar. I love Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, and I'm remembering it when I'm reading this. But, I read maybe a quarter, so I can't tell anything yet. The things just started happening there. But, I love to match the bookmarks to my books. And look at this. I love it when it happens. Again, not very autumnal, right? The next book I have in my list, like in my to-read list, is definitely autumnal, but I'm a very slow reader. So maybe I'll start it already in, I don't know, in the middle of October, and it won't be too late, but I'm thinking about that I'm missing this autumn time to read the spooky stuff. At the same time, I want to this is small, I want to finish it and return it to my library. I don't know. Or maybe I just have to leave myself alone and read whatever I want, not depending on the season. Have you thought of that, Julia? Have you? Maybe that's the first time I have. Okay, well, so far I'm liking it, but wait for the next time until I finish it and tell you for sure. I think that's it. I might also tell you I made several, I can't call it paper mache because it's a mix of techniques, but basically I used newspapers. I formed like something like a spherical form, spherical shape out of newspapers. Then I glued some more newspapers on it, and I have several, well, three so far, three pumpkins. They are, as you see, I already used orange newspapers, but of course I want to cover them with acrylic paint. I bought it. No, it's not acrylic. It's water-based paint. Is acrylic paint water-based? Well, I don't know. It's just orange. I bought orange and black. I'm gonna paint the pumpkin orange, and I'm gonna do black eyes and black, like, I'm gonna make jack-o'-lanterns out of these pumpkins. If everything goes smoothly as I'm imagining that, because I don't know, maybe the paint won't stick. Not sure. I hope. I'm not sure. We'll see. We'll have to see. Okay, please send me all the recipes you make this autumn. Please send me all the books you are reading, the series you're watching. I just started rewatching Sabrina the Teenage Witch just to get in the mood. And I love it, but at the same time I understand that I'm kind of tired of it a little bit. Maybe you know something else. Of course you know something else, because there's a lot. Text me, comment. Please share this video with someone who might enjoy it. Please press the like button. It helps a lot, and it lets me know that I'm not talking to myself here. So I'm very happy when I see each thumbs up at my channel. Thank you for being with me. Thank you for supporting me. Thank you for all the questions, all the comments you send. I hope you have time for knitting, for crochet, for crafting, for cross-stitching, embroidering, weaving, whatever you do. Let us know what new patterns you have found. That's always interesting, right? See you next time at Julia's Knitting. Bye-bye.